The mainstream media is declaring that Disney World will have a fifth gate, a fifth major theme park within just a decade or so. Today, we'll tell you what we know and whether or not that's true. This is the video you can't miss. Let's dive in right now. Howdy, folks, and welcome back. What a great day it is. And by the way, happy weekend. Hope you're enjoying it out there. Today, we're talking about Walt Disney World and its future expansion plans. Are they big and are they near? Today, we'll tell you what Disney truly holds dear. Click the like button and let's dive in with a panel that knows more about this than I believe anybody else on the planet. All right, out of the New York Post, Disney World plans to open a massive new theme park. It's first since 1998. Here's what it will entail, by Marissa Matasso. Oh boy, Vash. I can already listen. I feel Marvin and Vash already rolling their eyes at this. Mouse ears.
It's real bad.
Meet expansion plans. Walt Disney World may be conjuring up a whole new kingdom. Its first all-new park since Animal Kingdom opened way back in 1998. According to a new long-term blueprint from the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, dubbed the Comprehensive Plan 2045, the Mouse House has supposedly carved out space for a major theme park and two smaller ones, likely water parks, to roll out over the coming decades. The report earmarks 400 to 500 acres for the possible mega park. It's a mega park, which could stand shoulder to shoulder with the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom in terms of size and spectacle. Meanwhile, the mini parks could each splash onto the scenes across 147 acres, perfect for water slides, lazy rivers, and screaming toddlers and swim diapers. Can I just tell you all, folks, this is nonsense, okay? We're going to read the article, and I hate it for the New York Post because we read some of their articles and we like them sometimes. This is nonsense. Also flagged in the plan, supposed land reserved for more hotels, commercial spaces, yada, yada, yada. Disney hasn't confirmed the project just yet, but fans are already dreaming up which characters might headline the House of Mouse's next big adventure. Disney World's getting another rare upgrade, and we're not talking about rides. It goes on to talk about a restaurant, and I'll tell you this, I have read, and it goes on and on, I have been reading even articles out there that basically say that, hey, Disney is bringing this out within the next 5 years. You're not going to believe it. Disney is, I don't know if you guys have seen this stuff. No, seriously. There are people who believe that this is coming out like ASAP, coming up real soon. Ladies and gentlemen, all they did was show the districted areas. They didn't show that this is being built. It's just like if there ever was going to be a new theme park, they're just saying this is where we would put it. There's no new theme park. They're not even really expanding their own theme parks that exist, and they're empty. Vash, your thoughts on this one?
Well, and in fact, I'll even go further. Scott Goosen made a brilliant point on Twitter recently that the plans for a fifth gate, or just like mapping out a fifth gate, reserving the right to build a fifth gate, have been part of the plans since 2010. So there is just no merit to this. Apparently, there is a provision in which something can be built between 2035 and 2045. That will reasonably get extended into the future right here. There's just no plans for it. And the reason is very, very simple. First, they have to finish before 5, 3, and 4. That's Disney Studios and Disney's Animal Kingdom, because they're simply underbuilt. But beyond that, though, even when you do get to the mindset of, okay, we're going to actually build a fifth gate, you have to really reasonably think, can the area even support a fifth gate at this point? Because think about it, between Magic Kingdom, I believe its annual attendance, according to the TEA numbers recently, are about 20 million, right? And then about 10 million for each successive park. So that's Epcot, that's Disney Hollywood Studios, and that's Animal Kingdom. Right there is 50 million people that visit these parks per year. Then you look at Universal, that just opened up its third park. Now, again, they were landlocked, and I do agree with that decision to build a third gate, and I think they have been able to extend vacations out because of that third gate. But again, you have around, 10 million people for each park there. You're talking about an overall population that comes down to Orlando to visit these parks somewhere in the realm of 80 million. Can they support 90? Is there enough time for vacationers to even add on an extra day, as would be, I think, the intention from Disney if they were actually to build a fifth gate? This park that you're seeing on screen right now, Animal Kingdom, they discovered that it just couldn't support that. People took away from Epcot or Magic Kingdom in order to fulfill Animal Kingdom, so they didn't actually gain that vacation day. when you look at really the merits of this,
Vash, take a breath for just a minute.
Please
I got to
do.
show you
Yeah.
something.
Wow.
I got to show you something because you stumbled
Great
on
job.
you stumbled on something that we got to make fun of a little bit, and we're good at that here sometimes. Try not to. Vash, of course it can handle it. Speaking of the media, the Orange County Register says that Disney World attendance is going to double by 2045. So you were talking about adding 10 million. No, Vash. It's going to double. It's going to double in 15 years.
I see no evidence of that whatsoever. I really don't. I mean, it's just they don't have the capacity to double at this point. That's first off. They simply don't have enough attractions per park to double. What are you going to do with resort hotels? They can't even build fast enough in order to a doubling of annual attendance to take place. It just doesn't really make any sense. What you think you expect to add in what? 40 million people in Magic Kingdom? You're out of your mind if you think that's even feasible or possible, even with these additions.
That's what it would require. Okay, Vash, you're exactly right. What they want us to believe is that twice the number of people are going to be inside Magic Kingdom. No. No.
It just doesn't. It's not true.
To be fair, Pro, twice the number of people currently in the Magic Kingdom were there like 2 years ago. So
right, it would look like the 90s again. Marvin, but it's a masterclass in how to play the media because they put out a little districting map, and now everybody believes, hey, fifth gate's on the way, and that's what they're saying. That's what they're doing.
If they were planning a fifth gate, they would not have decimated their existing parks in order to add these new lands. Because I had said right from D23 when we were live during that, Villains Land, Monsters Incorporated, Encanto, Indiana Jones, all of these things that they're building could have very easily been a fifth park. So if they were building a fifth park, they never would have announced all this stuff. They never would have gotten rid of everything they're getting rid of. It would have saved an entirely huge headache for them. If they had just announced it as a fifth gate, hey, here are all the lands coming to our big fifth theme park, people would have gone nuts for it. But there's none of that happening.
And tell me, alert me if I'm wrong, Culture, but I think the last time they really thought about a fifth gate was really more of a concept park in that you would visit it maybe like after hours, right? You would visit it like, I think 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. or something like that. It'd be more adults orientated, only because to separate itself from the other remaining gates there because of this issue of extended vacations and cannibalization.
Yeah, and they were looking at two boutique parks. That's one of the ideas. The other was a villains versus heroes park or heroes versus villains park. But and again, that's some of those ideas are getting thrown over into the back of Magic Kingdom now. Look, Disney is not known for adding anything anymore. In fact, they're known for making arguments to not add things and now to subtract things. There's the word, so that they can save money on maintenance and other things that go along with that, personnel, et cetera, et cetera. Disney is trying to get you as close to an automated experience as possible, hence the reason your phone guides you place to place and, through a line virtual queue or whatnot. I think that when it comes to forward thinking, Disney stopped. So making a new theme park in this particular story is, I think we've all called bologna sausage on. They need to finish out what they have, as Marvin said before, and they need to focus on a guest experience that no longer exists. And I can't imagine them thinking of, 10, 12, 15 rides that are going to go into a new theme park that anybody would, be excited about when all they've been able to do is reimagine things to a worse effect, a necessary downgrade, as was the quote for a wonderful Splash Mountain attraction. And one of the last things Tony Baxter, decided that was enough is enough. In fact, that is the last thing.
That was his exit. When he saw what they were doing, he said, and I've had all I can stand. Andy, I'm actually, I told Disney to make Lilo and Stitch 2. And I'm not saying they listened to me, but they're doing it. And so they're going to make a lot of money because they're doing the right thing. I'm telling Disney, don't build a fifth gate. And the reason I'm telling that, Andy, is because I don't believe they can build a fifth gate. I think all of their talent is working for Universal. And I think in comparison, the people they have doing this stuff right now, it would not work. I don't think they can build this stuff anymore. So what do you think about that, Andy?
So you're saying this is the equivalent of Kathleen Kennedy announcing a new Star Wars film?
Yes, exactly. I'm not excited for a fifth gate. I don't want them to announce it. It'll be worse.
Oh, I agree. I think I used to go to Disney a lot with my kids when they were small. And we usually go there every other year. And then we started a little bit of Universal. And once the Harry Potter stuff really started to kick in, there was a huge decrease with the excitement anyway for my family for the stuff over there. And I think the biggest part is that you're going to look at the time period it would take to develop these things. Number one, you need good people with good ideas. Number two, you need people that can actually make those things into a reality. I have not been to the Star Wars area over there, but the people that I know that have gone to it were not really impressed with it. They liked seeing the Millennium Falcon, but like what that goes to show you is that Disney has lost a lot of the ability to make something that a lot of people want to go see. And I think they've also lost the pulse of what the public is into. When you look at things like Epic Universe that's out there, you've got such a variety. You've got a new Harry Potter thing. You've got How to Train Your Dragon, which they're doing a big movie push for. And if they can keep that excitement going, you're going to have a lot of people that want to go to see that. You have Nintendo, which is huge for generations of kids. That's probably the new thing that like new parents are going to be taking their kids to because it's something they grew up with. Whereas Disney's just sort of looking like a dinosaur. They don't have the ability to make a big draw. I mean, the biggest thing that they've come up with idea-wise would be the Star Wars area, and that is not performing as well as expected, mostly because they've destroyed the legacy of the franchise.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, having not seen Galaxy's Edge, have you ever seen Black Hawk Down?
Yes.
Some of the quieter scenes of Black Hawk Down before the shooting starts. That's about what you get in Galaxy's Edge. Plus the Millennium Falcon.
Right.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. All right. Well, that's the news, folks, is that Disney doesn't really do stuff. They don't really excel anymore. But the one thing they can do is make you believe in the news media that they can and that they are. And put another one in the can, folks. A video of excellence has been birthed into existence, and you were there to witness it. Thank you for participating. We hope you had a good time. Folks, it's a great time anytime we get to share time with you, and we mean it. The only thing additional we ask, on the way out the door, consider clicking the like button. Share, subscribe, click it and stick it to those pesky algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. And oh, by the way, if you would be so kind, perhaps share this out on your favorite social media platforms. Folks, we've got all kinds of content coming your way. If you are interested in going even beyond all of that, well, there's a Pro Store, and you can always find those items directly below the video you're watching. The Pro Store, it's a cool place to check out for items that, well, definitely Disney and the rest are not going to sell you, but we're happy to do so. Until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
Want it all, so I give them cannonball. Yeah.
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio.
Arizona. Pineapple pizza, Hawaiian ice freeze, yeah. Can't wait to be up. 3 days of you and me.
What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.